In this video, we will continue with the other 10 multiple-choice questions for the Cyprus Securities and Exchange Committee Advanced Certificate Preparation. Let's start. In the comments below, company XYZ has decided to employ a risk register. The risk register is maintained by a firm in order to help with which of the following? Identify operational risk. Measure material risks. Categorize all risks they are exposed to. Register Pillar 2 risks. What is the maximum a CCP can expose itself to one single clearing member? 10%, 25%, 50%, 100%. All investment firms seeking to operate out of the Republic must go through the SREP phase review and assessment of ICAAP, which is carried out by CySEC. With regards to this process, CySEC typically undertakes the reviewing of additional information, general research of ICAAP processes in different firms, a desk-based research of the ICAAP process, assessment of supervisory measures. A CIF operating out of the Republic is responsible to inform CySEC when the additional funds held a. are below the capital requirements set by the SREP, b. are expected to fall below the capital requirements set by the SREP. Both A and B above. None of the above. Market operators should ensure that systems for order pairing execute transactions fairly. Why is this important? Leads to lower charges for clients. Maximizes liquidity in the marketplace. To prevent market manipulation. To combat money laundering. The CBC has obtained sensitive data relating to confidential information. With respect to supervision activities, the information was made public. What justification did the CBC have to make the data public? Money laundering played a major role. The bank had a daughter company operating outside the Republic. Prior approval to release the information was obtained from CySEC. The data released was limited to statistical aggregates. All CIFs are exposed to certain types of risk. In which of the following situations would a CIF be indirectly exposed to market risk? If more capital is required to support or mitigate a loss. If they trade on instruments that a counterparty is involved. If a deal taken as an agent to fulfill a client order does not clear or settle properly. On any deal taken on its own account. RIS Capital Ltd's authorization due to unfortunate reasons has automatically lapsed. What is the maximum time frame granted to RIS to settle its obligations following the lapse? 1 month. 3 months. 6 months. 1 year. With regards to money laundering and terrorist financing, what is required for a risk-based approach to be effective? Customers from the same country are placed in the same risk category. Services provided to customers are treated as low risk, whereas financial instruments provided to customers are high risk. The higher the risk classification of a product, the higher the amount that is invested in the product. An accurate differentiation between different types of risk posed by each customer, country, services and financial instruments. A financial analyst working in a bank is only allowed to take personal transactions contrary to his current recommendations, provided that which of the following arrangements is in place? He has received previous approval from the CBC and CySEC. He has received previous approval from the legal and compliance function of the bank. He has been constantly employed over the past 2 years. The deal he is taking has a value less than €5,000. In order for a CIF to meet all its obligations with regards to required professional standards, ahead of hiring its employees, it should have done which of the following? Only employ people with a minimum of 5 years experience. Checked for bankruptcy and non-criminal records. Only employ people who hold academic degrees or diplomas. Check to see if the people were endorsed by CySEC.